What's going on, guys? It's Nick from PFW here, and I am back with a predictions video for the 2018 WWE Royal Rumble. And I'm pretty excited for it. Royal Rumble's my favorite pay-per-view. It's just, you throw people over, land on the floor with their feet, you win. Well, never mind. You gotta do that 29 other people in order to win. But you know what I mean. So, let's get right into it. First match we're gonna get into is Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Raw Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. I honestly don't know how this is going to go. I'm not a fan of Jason Jordan. He's good in tag teams with Chad Gable. He's a decent in-ring performer, but his character is just so bland and boring, and just it makes you want to boo him. And I feel bad for him, honestly, because he has like a baby face, and whenever he gets upset, you just feel kind of bad for him. That's what I feel, at least. But I really like the Bar. The Bar is amazing. They're like my favorite tag team on Raw. Probably my favorite tag team out of all the tag teams in WWE at the moment. But I don't really know how this is going to go, but I'm going to go with Sheamus and Cesaro because I feel like they're doing something with Jason Jordan and Rollins, with the knee to the chest of Jordan on Raw 25. Then you had before where Jordan cost Rollins matches or did stuff and he made mistakes. So they might be building a feud between Rollins and Jordan. So I'm going to go with the Bar, Sheamus, and Cesaro. And then the second Tag Team Championship match of the night, we will have the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions of the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, versus American Alpha 2.0, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Now, I like both of these teams. I'm not too big of a fan on Gable and Benjamin. I like both guys, just the team is kind of, they're good. I'm just not that big of a fan, but I do like what they do in the ring. So it kind of makes me want to go for them. Plus, Jay got the DUI. I believe it was Jay. I think it's Jay, yeah. So that might be an effect. I really hate that would, be the main reason why. But in my opinion, I feel like you need to, switch it up every now and then. So I'm going to say Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin get the Tag Team Championships. And then we have, I guess, the main event for SmackDown. I guess you'd say, SmackDown's big match besides the Royal Rumble, but that's Raw and SmackDown. But we have a 1-on-2 handicap match for the WWE Championship. We got the WWE Champion, AJ Styles, going up against Cammy, otherwise known as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That name's kind of just really stupid. And it's kind of cringy in a way. But whatever. It's not about the name. It's about this match right here. They're most likely going to do a feud leading into WrestleMania between Owens and Sami Zayn. So it's a handicap match. Two people are on the same team and they both have an opportunity to win the title. Obviously, they're going to cost one another to the pin. Be like, hey, no, let me get the title. No, I want the title. Because there's no WWE Championship thing. Because the Jericho and Kevin Owens thing versus Roman Reigns, where Jericho pinned Roman and he got the U.S. title. Kevin Owens didn't get the U.S. title. So, it doesn't work like that unless they want us to forget about that. But I don't forget anything. But I'm going to go with AJ Styles because I'd like to see those two feud at Mania. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they put on one hell of a WrestleMania match, but I'm going to go with AJ Styles. But wait, hold on, before I stop, there could be a possibility Kevin Owens might not even be in the match because it was a little ankle or foot injury, whatever they were doing, because the calf pressure that AJ was doing on Owens really hurt calf, obviously. So they're saying, Kevin might not even be good in that. So that might be a reason they lose because Kevin Owens is injured. That's just something to think about. Next match. Here is the, Raw main event with, that's not the Royal Rumble. Lesnar defends his Universal Championship in a triple threat match against Braun Strowman and, Invisible Kane. Because, I don't got any elite or basic because I gave it away a while ago. Kind of regret that, but it doesn't matter. Obviously, I really would like Strowman to win. Because Strowman has a lot of momentum, and if that dies out, and then you give him the title, it's not going to be the same feeling. But you need Lesnar to hold on to the title, so they can do their little thing at Mania with Roman and Lesnar for, the second time. Why, you obviously know most fans don't really care to see that again. But they're doing it because, you can't stop big old Vinnie Mac from doing what he wants with his Bay Roman and his big beefy guys in the ring. this is just my opinion. I know a lot of people probably don't feel this way, but I think it'd be cool if Kane actually won it just for a month. He could lose it in the chamber or whatever they do, or whatever they want, and just like have Kane's good thing, because Undertaker's about to come to an end. Kane, he's kind of not as good as he used to be because he's getting older. So it'd be cool to give him one big world title right before he goes out. They did it with Goldberg. They can do it with Kane, and Kane would actually be on Raw every week, unlike that boy right there. But my opinion, I would say I want Strowman to win, but I'm gonna go with Lesnar to pick up the victory. And then for the first time ever, we have a 30 women's Royal Rumble match. Why did I say women's? That doesn't make any sense. Well, no, women's with apostrophe S go to Royal Rumble. It doesn't matter about grammar. Piss off with that. We got the Royal Rumble match featuring all the women's superstars from Raw and SmackDown. There's like a couple people I see winning. It's not like too crazy with the odds on winning. Obviously, I'd say Asuka, and I think I'm gonna say Asuka. That's my vote to win. But also Nia Jax they've kind of ruined her a little bit, but they could really build her back up with this. But people aren't too like strong on her anymore as they used to be, because that's what WWE does. They kill momentum, then they give it, and it's not the same. It's not the same feeling as it would have been. But there's also a rumor that Ronda Rousey, she'll be in the match. I honestly would hate that if Ronda Rousey got in the ring and won. No, that's just no. Don't have celebrities or other people, unless it's like another wrestler coming in to win. Yeah, she's not really a wrestler. She's training. Yeah, that's good for her. Maybe in like 2 years or so, if she stayed in, then I wouldn't mind seeing her. But right now, in her first match, I don't want to even see her in the Rumble. Well, no, she could be in the Rumble just to get kicked in the face by Asuka, then thrown over the top rope. I could see her in the Final Four. I don't know. And that might set up a feud for Mania with Ronda Rousey and some other person. I don't really care about that. But I'm going to go with Asuka as my pick to win. There's not really any other person that could win. So let's go to the main event, the men's Royal Rumble match. So here is the Royal Rumble. This is a little setup I did. I'm just going to do a little tour of this because why not? It's just a little bonus feature. You get a setup and predictions. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I might do more setups in the future because I had a bit of fun creating little setups. Well, let's go over here. These are with only the confirmed participants in the match. Well, Tyler Breeze over there isn't really confirmed, but most likely you got to have the Fashion Police in that match, obviously, because they're the greatest tag team of all time. All right, so let's go over here. You got Mr. Roman Reigns trying to eliminate the Demon Finn Balor. Would Finn Balor be in his demon attire going into the Rumble? I don't really think so. But that's the only elite figure I have of Finn Balor, so, that's what I'm using. So there's Roman Reigns trying to dump Finn Balor over the top rope, a power slam over. Then you got in the center your boy Randy Orton. I'm a pretty big fan of Orton. I like the RKO. It's like my favorite finisher in the WWE, besides, I don't know. I can't think of anything at the moment. Oh, I like the End of Days. There you go. But doing an RKO to the new Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. I'm glad Miz is champion. I love The Miz. After this whole setup, I'll get into who I think would win or who I want or who predict to be an entrant. Then we have the Beast, the best person on SmackDown, my favorite person on SmackDown, even over AJ. I really like AJ, but at the moment, my favorite dude on SmackDown, Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf, trying to kick Shinsuke Nakamura onto the floor. And then in the back, finally, you got Mr. John Cena. Will he be a 17-time world champ at Mania if he wins the Rumble? I really hope not. Do it some other time. The Royal Rumble is how you give opportunities to future stars. Cena's already a big star. I'd rather see Tyler Breeze win than John Cena. But he's about to do an AA to Tyler Breeze over the top rope and down to the floor. Now, I'm going to put the camera back and we're going to go into my prediction to who's going to win the thing. Alright, so here are my, wants, to, who could make an appearance in the Rumble. There's a bunch of spots that haven't been filled yet, because there's, 17 or 20, whatever guys that are officially in it and whatnot, or who could be in it, most likely. These are some guys that, wouldn't be on your average, oh yeah, he might be in it. Alright, so, yeah, this is just my thoughts, so if you want to argue with me, I don't care. You got Kurt Angle right here. They might do something with Jordan getting hurt, and then be like, we need someone to replace Jordan. How about his father? Oh my god. So Kurt Angle, obviously, he's a big draw. maybe Triple H could be in there, and they might set up something for Mania, because it's pretty obvious that Kurt and Triple H might have a match at Mania, you know. But then next, he was on Raw 25, which was only a week, well, not even, like, just a day short of a week from Sunday, because he was at Raw 25. You got the Alpha, Chris Jericho. He could make an appearance, not, like, a super long one. I mean, I would like him to see that, because he's, like, he's a big star now. I mean, he's been a big star, but he's, like, keeps reinventing himself, and he's, like, one of the most talked about wrestlers in the whole wrestling scene, so it'd be cool to see Jericho appear in, like, maybe his last Rumble. You never know. Then we got Jeff Hardy on, like, unseen footage from Raw 25 when Matt called Brother Nero out to the ring. Hardy would seem like he was moving fine. He was running around the ring, jumping in the ring, seeming like he was having a good time being there. He was moving pretty well, because it was the shoulder, I believe, that had something messed up. He was swinging his arms, and he was, like, getting hyped up for his little, segment with his brother in the Manhattan Center. So Jeff Hardy seems like he's good. I wouldn't mind seeing the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy appearing in the Rumble. Maybe we might see a little thing between him and Matt. That'd be pretty cool to see. But then we have Daniel Bryan, whose odds are to win are really high, and he's not even cleared to be, like, an active wrestler for WWE. That's crazy. But if people are saying he has a good chance of winning, I want to believe that, because I love Daniel Bryan. I would love to see him get back in the ring. If he won the thing, I wouldn't mind, even though he's not really someone that has a big storyline with them at the moment, besides the Shane McMahon and AJ thing. Daniel Bryan and AJ at Mania, that'd be pretty good, because you can already see the seeds being planted for that match anyway. But then you have my, who I want the most, out of all these guys, who I want the most to appear in the Rumble is Neville, the King of the Cruiserweights. He shouldn't even be called the King of the Cruiserweights anymore, because he needs to be on that main roster. He doesn't need to deal with the Cruiserweights. You got Cedric Alexander, who can carry that division, because I like Cedric Alexander. I wouldn't mind seeing him in the Rumble. But anyway, back to Neville. He was complaining about how he's being booked, and perfectly agree with, what he said. Shouldn't have been on the pre-show, especially if it was a big title match like the Cruiserweight, if it's their own brand. But, him and Corbin, Austin Aries, and Dean Ambrose were on the pre-show, which kind of sucked. But then you have, like, the fact that he is a good wrestler. He could easily be on the main roster. Same with any other of the Cruiserweights. But they want to do their division. They should all have equal opportunities. You know what I mean? So, I want to see Neville appear in this Rumble. And I almost forgot, I have someone up here on my little shelf area who could also be in the Rumble, but he's making movies, he's doing really good stuff outside of the wrestling scene, so you never know. Hold on. Let me get this boy right here. I wouldn't mind seeing this guy in the Rumble. People weren't too happy when he won it a few years ago, but here we go. It's probably going to knock people over, isn't it? There you go. You got Dave Bautista, the Animal, rocking that Blue Tista gear. Haha, nah, we don't want to see that anymore, but I like the figure. But Batista would be a cool person to see appear in the Rumble. If he wins, that's gonna suck. But I'd like to see him in it, like be maybe final 5 guys. I don't know. But anyways, let's move on to who I want to win. And right here is who I want to win. Only 2 guys. I'm gonna do 2 who I want and 2 who I think are most likely, at least. The Miz, he's a big star. He's proven he's good on the mic. He's decent in in-ring work, and plus he got his Miz-tourage on the outside, what makes it even more interesting. So, he can't just be in the Intercontinental scene. He can't just be a mid-carder, because if they could easily redo, not like, with the whole Cena thing, but his 2011 title run, everything like that. Because people hated that. I enjoyed it. I like The Miz. I love The Miz. He's awesome. And not trying to say because he's, because that's what his catchphrase is, but I honestly think The Miz is an awesome wrestler and an awesome person. So yeah, he shouldn't just be in the Intercontinental Championship scene. Give him the Universal title. He could beat Brock, maybe. I don't know. But then second of all, people hate on this guy so much. He's good. They screw him over so many times with the briefcase and losing the Cena and just getting, stupid losses. Corbin could be so much more if you book him good. As a dominant person, don't let him be all talk, then lose. Because that's what some heels do, yes. But this is a big, tall, you strong guy, Vince. you obviously should like him because he's Baron Corbin. He's a big dude, and you like your big men. But I like Corbin. End of days, awesome. He's good on the mic. You know, he could do better on the mic. I'll say that. But he's like my favorite, like my third favorite wrestler right now at the moment, behind, like, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter right now. But let's get on to who I think is going to win right now. Right here, we got two men who I think are going to win. They're saying it's going to be a SmackDown guy, which makes me believe it's going to be Shinsuke. I'm not the biggest fan of Shinsuke. But, you know, I don't hate him. He's pretty good. His character keys a little bit of work. And I'm not hyped for him versus AJ quite yet. They had a good match in Japan, but WWE probably won't do as good as that. Not gonna lie. But I think Shinsuke is a good, you know, possibility to win. And then we got someone from Raw, which still hasn't gotten his Universal Championship rematch, Vince. Huh? The fans think he's over. Even if you took him out of that Lesnar match that was supposed to happen at the Rumble, you could have at least given him his rematch and made a decent storyline out of it. But no, you're not going to let him do anything. Which is why he's going to win the Rumble and shock all of us. Well, even though he's like a favorite to win, it's not going to really shock us too much. But you know what I mean. You understand. At least I hope you do. Finn Balor going on, being like, Roman and Brock, I'm, infiltrating your plans. It's not going to be one-on-one. It's going to be triple threat. And Roman's going to win by pinning Lesnar. Then Finn Balor can go into a rivalry with Roman. Because you need rivalries for Roman to make him a good champion. Which, I don't like Roman. But he's going to be champion, so I just got to accept it. And at least I could book it in my imagination to make it better than what it could be. Or what it might be. You know what I mean? No, you probably don't. But anyway, that's my prediction. Sorry it was such a long video. I got carried away because I love the Rumble so much. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned. WrestleMania, I'm really procrastinating a bunch on doing the show. I'm only on the second match. I filmed a ladder match with all of them. And I'm going to tell you, it turned out better than what I thought it would be. Which isn't really saying much. But I hope you guys enjoyed WrestleMania. Maybe come out less than 2 months. I will stop procrastinating and get out WrestleMania. Because that should attract a lot of, attention to the channel. But I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. The dislike button, you can't push that. That's off guards. You can't touch it. If you do, I will be very upset. Leave a comment. Say, hey, I don't think he's gonna win. Or hey, I think that is gonna happen. Awesome. Self high five through the whatever. I'm carrying away. Enjoy the video. Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.